All right, hello everybody. Gonna try something a little different here. I'm gonna try playing some Blood Bowl. Oh, let's see. We need to add some audio to this, don't we? We need something in the background. We need some music or something. Let's figure this out. Okay. We will add. There we go. Hopefully the music volume is okay. If it's not okay, let me know. All right, so we're gonna do we're gonna do something a little different today. Gonna play a little Blood Bowl. Gonna do a little walkthrough first. Record this on the stream. You know, maybe people who come back later who've never seen the game might want to come over here and take a look at this. So we're going to go through some statistics on the teams, some setup, show you how to build some teams, and then I'm going to build a team for this ladder. So they said that eventually this ladder is going to lead to a tournament series. Right now it's being reset every month, but eventually you'll play in this ladder, and the top players in the ladder will get to play in a little tournament, and that could be pretty cool. So there's also other places to play just against the AI, but you know, what fun is that? We can beat up the AI. That shouldn't be any problem. Getting experience. For new players, it's a good place to go. But for people who've already played the game or want to keep playing the game, I think the ladder against people is probably the reason to be in here messing around. So that's what I'm going to focus on. More just for fun than for competitive. But hey, we'll see how we can do. All right, got some people joining in the chat here. That's great. Hey, y'all. Blood Saber deployed. That's pretty funny, Andre. Nice. So I usually cover the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes mobile game, so I got some Swiggle fans over here. That's pretty cool. All right, so in terms of the teams, let's talk through teams. You go in here to the Teams tab, click on Create a New Team, and right now they've got 12 different teams. They all have a little bit different personalities, a little bit different stats. We're going to start with the humans because they're just about the most generic thing in the game. So humans, if you create a human team, we're just going to create a team to show you all as an example. We'll take a look at what the characters look like, what the statistics mean for new players, and kind of give you an idea of what to look for. So in the game, when you're building a team, the first thing you want to do is go down here and get all your fans. When you first play the game, if you win, you can get more fans. If you lose, you can lose fans. But just having this maxed out for the first few games will probably pay you back more than you ever spent getting the fans in the first place. So that's your first value decision right there. Try to max that out. So if we look at a human lineman, this is almost the most generic character that you could find in the game, right? 6 movement, 3 strength, agility of 3+, passing 4+, mostly irrelevant for linemen, and an armor value of 9. Strength is the critical stat in the game. If you have strength, you can roll against people of equal strength with equal amount of block dice. As soon as you have more strength than the opponent, you can roll extra block dice, 2, sometimes even 3 block dice. And as you might well realize, rolling 2 dice always going to be better than rolling 1 die. So 3 strength is average. Most of the characters in the game are going to have 3 strength. If it were to be 4, that would be something special. So again, One of the most average characters in the entire game. 6 movement, 3 strength, completely mediocre, middle of the road. Okay. That also means that this character has a low cost, 50,000 money for your starting lineup. You get $1 million to start your team. So it's going to be a cheap player. Has access to general skills as primary. As you play the game, you can do touchdowns, injuries. There's different things that will get your character skill points. At the end of any match that you finish, you'll get 4 skill points to a random character for MVP. So as your character gets those skill points, you can then spend them. Spending them on primary skills, they cost 6 star player points for your first skill. On secondary, it costs double. And on agility, of course, you just double it again. Passing, not available, can't even get it. Mutations, can't even get it. So very generic character. General skills are the only primary skills. Everything else is secondary. So if you want to do other things other than just stand on the field and block and occasionally do some stuff, that's it. So generic character, generic skills, but very cheap cost. All right, and that's kind of the basis for all of the teams. If you look at all the different characters, you can always sort of relate it back to that base stat line. So then if we look at the human blitzer, the cost goes up to 85,000. But what we've done is we've picked up the block skill, we've picked up an extra movement, and we've picked up strength as a primary skill. Guard is very valuable in the early game. And again, with 3 agility, you'll be able to get the ball most of the time when you want it. Good movement, decent armor. But then the cost goes up from 50,000 to 85,000. Catchers, 2 strength. When I play humans, I don't even play these guys. So they do have, general strength. Strength is secondary. Agility skills are also primary. So these are your catchers. They run around, they catch the ball. They have 8 movement, which is pretty fantastic. But their armor is 8 plus, which is garbage, and their strength is 2. Having 2 strength means that any other character that has 3 strength can just walk up to you, hit you, and they'll have advantage on the dice that they roll to block you down. So generally, I avoid 2 strength characters. About the only 2 strength characters in the game that I feel are worth it are the Skaven Gutter Runners. They're really fantastic characters overall, but in general, like this catcher. Dodge, catch, 2 skills, but you're going to have such a hard time keeping this guy alive. If you actually use him as a catcher, run him down the field hoping to catch the ball, the opposing team is just going to go over and crush him with one guy. So it's really hard to use these catchers as catchers. Against the AI, it's fantastic. He'll catch all kinds of things and score all kinds of points. Against any competent human player, this guy is just going to get smashed. And in the end, if you want to play on the ladder, if you want to play against other people, longevity of your team is the most important stat. Zia says, did you finally quit Swiggle and start something less time consuming? Kind of was too much shock that Swiggle became a full-time job. Yeah, it definitely takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. David says, DL streamed Swiggle earlier. This is just something new. Yep, just something new here. All right, so if we were to create a human team, their rerolls are cheap, their basic guys are cheap, their special guys are pretty good here with the blitzers. 7 movement. So again, the basic guy has 6 movement, so they upgrade the movement. The armor value is 9, and the agility and all that stuff is the same. So basically they've picked up a movement and they've picked up a block skill, and the cost goes up to 85,000. The armor value is still the same, right? 9 plus armor on both of them. But that block skill is really important, and when we get into playing the game, you're going to see that. So if we were starting a team, we would just start out with 5 blitzers. There's no reason not to do that. The throwers, 6 movement, just 3 strength, 3 agility, all the same that we've been looking at. 9 armor, which is good, and a passing score. So these guys are actually fantastic at passing. They complete a pass on a 2+. So that's good. And they start with pass and sure hand, so they have 2 skills. And this player statistically is underpriced. So for the amount of skills and stats that the player has, they have lineman stats, but they have more passing, 2 more passing, and 2 skills, and they only cost 30,000 more, which is statistically very undervalued. So if you wanted to buy 2 of those, this guy is always going to be at least as good as a lineman, but with 2 extra skills starting out. So I don't know if we can grab 2 of them. Let's look at 1 of them. And then we'll run this up with human linemen until we get 11 players. I don't like grabbing a big guy up front in most of these teams. The big guys have a skill called Loner. They have massive strength, so they're always going to be getting an advantage. This is how you bust through the enemy's line. Mighty Blow is going to give you the ability to better inflict injuries upon your opponents. 10 armor with thick skull, which means if they get knocked down for some reason, if somebody has their own big guy and knocks them down, they're very unlikely to get injured. So it's really a sturdy character. The problem is they all come with this skill that gives them a chance that they do nothing. So on a result of 1, before you play this character, you click on them, you activate them, it rolls a dice, and if you get a 1, they just forget what they're doing. They stand there, and they become basically a blank square in the board. They lose their tackle zones, and they're just standing there confused. Furthermore, they have this Loner skill. If you ever want to use a reroll on a skill that's got Loner ability, they roll this dice, and they got a 50-50 chance. The horrible thing about Loner, you have to commit to using the reroll. So you actually, in fact, use the reroll. I believe, at least this is the way it used to be in Blood Bowl 2. You use the reroll, the Loner skill kicks in, and then they refuse to use the reroll. So basically, it says down here, on any other result, the first result is kept, and the team reroll is lost. So yeah, it clarifies it right there. The team reroll is lost. So a 50% chance that if you want to reroll on these guys, that you just lose the reroll, the initial roll still stands, and that's it. It's horrible. So most knowledgeable players use this kind of a big guy to plug up the middle of the field, and then at the very end of your turn, when you're done doing everything else that you're going to do, then you activate your big guy, and if he fails or loses a turn or whatever, you don't care. You just let it go. But we'll see. We'll see what we can afford here. All right, so if we were to get 2 rerolls, that's pretty standard. Get an apothecary to bring our guys back to life if they get injured too much. Look at this. We got plenty. So we can actually upgrade here. So this team would have 3 rerolls, the 5 fans, the apothecary that'll give you a chance to reroll a bad injury. You'll start out with 4 blitzers, 2 throwers, and enough linemen to make your team out to 11. As you play your first games, you'll probably want to add back more characters. So you might want to add a lineman, play a couple games, add your ogre, and then as you play games, you'll want to get your rerolls, and then add in more cheerleaders and assistants. Okay, so the big thing to note about the human team: low cost, generic players, don't start with a lot of skills, but in some capacity, you're able to start with just about the most stuff out of any team. If you wanted to go down to 2 rerolls and add another lineman, you could do that. Once you've played your first game, the cost of a reroll is doubled. So it's $50,000 to buy them when you're starting your team. It'll be $100,000 to buy a reroll forever after. So grabbing that third reroll here makes more sense than grabbing a 12th lineman. If you lose a bunch of characters in your first game on the ladder, don't worry. They'll give you mercenaries to fill in those holes until you can get back on your feet. So you always start with 11 players. You at least want to start with, in this case, we're starting with 6 really good ones, 5 generic linemen, and, you know, like I said, we'll add the ogre and some more linemen before the team is finished. So that's good. That's really a nice nice assortment of players and stuff from the bottom, right? So we can recruit that. Now, once you start your team and get it up and running, you can go in here to customization. You can change the emblem for your team. You can give them a pattern of flowers if you want, or whatever. You can change them. Let's say you want to run a team that's mainly green. You can pick a couple different green colors, maybe green and bone and some other kind of green here. This, you know, make your teams green, you know, green and white. Okay, so we got green and white flowery team here. Whatever you like. All right, you can go through here, customize it. Over here, you can set your initial formations. So you really want to do this before you play your first game. If you don't, it's just going to throw your players all over the field like this, and you're going to be spending a whole bunch of time sorting it out. So this is an offensive formation, so we'll make a offensive formation. Sure, why not? Okay, so if we're on offense, we get to play first. The other team kicks the ball to us. We receive it. Then we get to play first. So that gives us the advantage of being able to take our blitzers and put them on the outside. In these wide zones, you can only have 2 characters in these zones out here, and you must have 3 characters on the front line here. And we're going to be able to take 5 and 6. And we will put them back here to receive the ball wherever it goes. We'll put a couple guys in the middle here. So let's say the ball comes over to this side. We can sort of take the extra guys over to this side. We can even, for humans, probably put the extra guys closer to the middle. So we can react whichever side's better for us to run the ball on. We got a thrower on each side of the field, so no matter where the ball lands, we have a reasonable chance of going to it and picking it up on the first turn. Securing the ball. If it's somewhere in the middle here, you can move these guys and secure the ball like that. Mostly at first, you're actually going to be running with these throwers. You're going to be setting up some defensive zones and trying to hold the line and push through. Early games with humans are pretty awful. You don't have any guard yet. You just got to do the best you can, marking out the opponents, and you'll get an idea of what I mean when you start. But it really is the most generic team that's out there. So we'll save that. We'll go in here to defense, and we'll make a defensive formation as well. Okay. Now when you're on defense, the opponent gets to play first. So we're going to play back with our throwers. We're going to basically make a kind of a line here where we're going to go all the way across the field in a line about the third row back. And then eventually, one of the first players that you get skill on, you'll want to be the kick skill so that you can control your kicks. A nice human formation on defense can also look like this, where you sort of place your guys like this. And it's more like this. So it's pretty tough. You're creating, again, you're creating a wall a couple squares back. they'll be able to engage with these guys and wreck them. That's fine. You don't really care about that. But then they're not going to be able to get past your secondary line. And once you get a few guys that have guard, if we get all of our blitzers to have guard, we'll put the guards in the back so that it's very difficult for the opponents to come in here and get through your line. So you can kind of generically go like this, get somebody the kick skill, maybe do it more like this. But there's some tactics here that you can use as the humans that make it pretty interesting, pretty tough to get through your line. If you have a lot more force strength characters, things that are more to your advantage to put up front, you can make a 4-man line or 5-man line with your big guy in the middle. There's a bunch of different stuff that you could do. But this is a good generic team. We could take this on the ladder and play and maybe get a win. You sure you want to leave? Okay, I didn't save my formation. That's fine. All right, that's the humans. Any questions? Got a few viewers over here. Just wondering if anybody wants to ask a question. Just shoot it over there in chat. I'll see if I can get it to you. Get it answered. All right, so then having talked about humans, let's talk about orcs. All right, so we saw the human stats. If we look at the orcs for character creation, then the basic orc lineman, we're going to trade off 1 movement for 1 armor. And that's really the big difference between the humans and the orcs. This armor is an incredibly valuable stat. So for the same 50,000 money, I would rather buy an orc any day. 5 movement, 10 armor to me is much better than 6 movement with 9 armor. They had to add back a negative skill, animosity, that it gives you some chances to fail if you want to hand off or give the ball away to somebody else. You kind of want to keep it for yourself. The orcs have this animosity. That's because the armor, I think at some point they recognized that armor value is worth a lot more than the movement value. So if you're just going to generically move 1 point from strength to armor, or from movement to armor, that is a massive difference. And you actually have to add back a negative stat to keep that 50,000 value legitimate. You get the big blockers here, same kind of stat line, no passing stat at all. Agility 4+, very hard for them to handle the ball. That's fine, we don't mind. They've got 4 strength. 4 strength, and you can have 4 of these guys on your team. So we're going to start with our 4 strength characters right away. The blitzers, again, much like the human blitzers, they add 1 point of movement and the block skill for 30,000. So we're going to go ahead and add 4 of those as soon as we can. All right, that takes us to 8 players already. 4 big guys, 4 blitzers, and then we'll put in 3 linemen and be at 11. Again, you could easily get an untrained troll in your opening lineup, but grab a couple rerolls, get these fans going, and the money's all used up. So, perfect, right? 4 big guys, 4 guys that come with the block skill, 3 generic linemen, 2 rerolls, all your dedicated fans. You don't get an apothecary for this setup, but you'd have to sacrifice a lot to get that apothecary. So you'd have to do get rid of one of your big guys and take a goblin in order to take the apothecary. But with 10 armor on all my guys, 10 armor there, 10 armor here, 10 armor on the linemen, we're not nearly as worried about suffering casualties. And if we do, we'll just buy those players back. Again, I think anybody starting out on the ladder is going to have the same kind of things. The same kind of, let's say, challenges at the start where, you could very easily lose a couple players, have them knocked out for a couple games, get somebody killed. Not that big of a deal. You can recover from all that. So here we're going to purchase some orcs. Let's buy that. And then here, the strategy on the formation is going to be a little bit different. I think I already have an orc team set up here. Not sure if I've got the formations on them. No, I didn't do any formation stuff. So we can basically take all of our big guys, these characters with 4 strength. They don't have block yet, which means that it's risky, right? Just you don't want to use them first in a match, because even if you get 2 dice, it's pretty easy to have the result of both down or skull, or a combination of skull and both down. And if that's the case, then you lose your turn. You get a turnover. So you really don't want to, let's say, waste your whole turn. So what you can do is you can put some of the big guys in here like this. Probably put them all 4 in the middle if you're on offense. Remember, if you're on offense, you get to go first. So you want to tear through your opponent as best you can. Put a couple blitzers here on the end with the block skill, so you'll be able to hit somebody out here. Actually, if you were going to do that, you'd want it to be something like this. Let's take the blitzers and put them back. So depending on what you see on your opponent's team, you might want to change this up. Put a blocker in the middle. Put blockers here, But if you've got all these guys close to each other in your defensive setup, you won't have any problem with that. You'll be able to quickly access them and go. So same thing here. We want generically a blitzer and a lineman out on the edge, and you can even just go all up front and just make a bad kick, or you can bring one guy back and give him the kick skill and kick off. Use these guys to beat things up. You can also throw off on your line, where you put your big guys on the outside. So you take all your good characters and you play your good characters like this. So you got a blitzer and a big guy on each outside. You got a big guy standing back here to go tie somebody up. So this is kind of an offense where you just hold things up, and then you run your big guys out on the field to the point where they could make the most damage. So there's a lot of different ways that you can set this lineup for offense. Defense with big guys. Let's say if your team is the Orcs and they're playing a Skaven team, something like that. You want to put some big guys on the line, probably throw off here in the middle. Especially if they've got a rat ogre, just put a lineman up against the rat ogre. Let him eat your lineman. Who cares? And then you could do something like this, where you basically take your 4 strength characters and you spread them out across these zones. If the Skaven want to break through the middle, you can close it up with your good guys. If they want to go around the outside, you can close it up with your good guys. So you do that, and then you put, just generically maybe drop some guys back. They're going to go first. They get to try to do stuff. With a bunch of 4 strength players out here, you make that hard. You could set it up more like this, where they're on the line. Lots of different things that you can do. But basically, if you're bigger than they are, you want to put a brick wall across the front and make them come to you. Okay. You will fight a team at some point that might be bigger than you. And if that's the case, then you don't want all your big guys on the front line. you throw your worst characters out there, let them eat them, and then you do a similar thing where you play your blitzers and blockers back one level, position some stuff here in the middle to go in as needed, and play like that. And again, if we get somebody with kick, we'd have to rearrange this a little bit and bring back the character with kick. But we want to be able to, you know, let them go first and then engage with our big guys where it makes the most sense. All right, that gives you an idea of some of the teams. Storm Pooper says, hello there. What platform is this? PC, mobile? I'm playing on the PC. It's also available on PlayStation for sure, because I started playing it on the PlayStation. So for sure it's available over there. So what do you guys want to see? You want to see more teams and team building, or do you want to see some play? I'm going to go through one more team before we maybe one or two more teams. So to talk about skills, I think you have to talk about chaos at some point. Everyone plays this. So players who get experienced with the game at some point will realize that the best skill in the game, if you play for a long time, now don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good skills. But if you play the game for a long time like you will on ladder, so look at this character. He's like the big one blocker for the orcs, right? 5 movement, 4 strength, 3+ agility, so he can actually handle the ball. Passing is pretty bad, and the armor value is 10, so he's very durable. He's got general strength as primaries, and he also picks up mutation. And there's this skill. For anybody who's not familiar with the game, you'll have to trust me when I say this. But claws as a skill, when you knock somebody down, their armor value is reduced to 8+. There's a lot of characters in the game with 10+, and statistically, if you roll 2d6 and you try to get a 10 or better, there are 6 results that'll get you a 10 or better. 3 results that get you a 10, 2 for 11, and double sixes is the only thing that gets you a 12. So 1 out of 6 times when you knock them down, you've got a chance of breaking their armor and causing an injury. With claws, you reduce their armor down to 8+, and there are 15 possible results out of 30. So 4 out of 9 times that you knock them down. So instead of 1 out of 6, it's 4 out of 9 times you'll break their armor, which is absolutely ridiculous. And if you tack on to that Mighty Blow, that also gives a +1 to either an armor value or an injury test, those two skills together, you get block, claw, Mighty Blow on one of your big guys, and everybody they knock down gets hurt. It's just, it makes it so hard for the opponent to keep players on the field. And they can even have characters that built up extra armor. They can have 11 or 12 armor. You don't care. With this claws skill, it's just always unmodified 8+. So you break their armor with 8+, and that allows you to apply the Mighty Blow on the injury. It's brutal, absolutely brutal. If you play if you play in the league for a long time and you build up an elf team or something like that, that's just absolutely fantastic. Runs the ball all over the field. When the Chaos team gets the ball, they're just going to protect the ball, and they're going to use these guys with claws and Mighty Blow and just shred your team. The dwarves are insanely tough to get off the field. The claw turns dwarves into about the same thing as elves, and you just wreck them. Absolutely wreck them. So the Chaos team, the reason why so many people play Chaos is it's just so straightforward. This guy has the same stats as the human lineman, right? 6, 3, 3, 4, 9. He's got the horns skill. The horns says if you're doing a blitz, you get +1 strength. Remember, having +1 strength is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So every generic player on this team can have 4 strength as a charger. So when you start out your team, you buy 7 Beastmen, your 4 chosen blockers, grab a couple rerolls, run up your dedicated fans, and there you go. There's your team. And you'll be able to develop these guys. They all have 3 agility. They can all get the ball, score, get themselves star player points. And these chosen blockers, you just give them block first. Got to get block first. Then Mighty Blow, then Claws. And they're just killing everybody. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. You can get a Chaos Troll, Minotaur, or Ogre. I like the Chaos Troll. It's not, let's say, slow movement, and it's not as good as some of the other big guys. But it does have this projectile vomit ability. And you target another character, and on a roll of 1, you hit yourself. On a roll of 2 to 6, you hit the other character. You make an armor value test, and then if you're successful, you knock the character down. These big guys are so susceptible to that both down result on the dice that if you get both down on your big guy, it hurts a lot, right? You lose your turn, you get a turnover, they fall down. So the Chaos Troll, if you're at an important point in your turn and you really want to try to knock a player down, you can try this. You know, it won't knock you down, right? I guess if you fail the roll and vomit on yourself and break your own armor, it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. But yeah, they're less susceptible to the mechanics of the big guys failing. The Minotaur is pretty fantastic. So the Chaos Troll or the Minotaur, actually the Ogre's pretty good too. They're all reasonably good. I'd probably start out with the Troll first. He has Frenzy, which sometimes is fantastic and sometimes can be really a problem. And if he's not making a blitz or a block action, it's pretty likely that he'll do nothing for the turn. 50-50 chance. All right, so we could purchase this up. That's a super easy team to build, right? You just get your 4 blockers, fill the rest out with linemen, grab a couple rerolls, grab your fan factor, and you got yourself a team. And the same thing as for the orcs. You know, you either put your big guys in the front or you put them on the wings to engage where you want them. There's a team called the Chaos Renegades, and they're overall, when I first looked at them, I was like, why would I ever play this team? Like, they're humans, right? So the renegade human lineman is a human lineman. So why would I ever play this? Well, here's the answer. This whole team has mutation as the primary stat. So this is basically, if you want to play a human team, you can just play this human team and yeah, get mutations. It's pretty fantastic. Pick up a few of these other characters. They all have this animosity skill too, which is fine. But if you actually take just a lineman and make a lineman your ball carrier, make him the guy that handles the ball, no animosity. He has no problem to give it away to somebody else. So the human thrower has animosity. Animosity is actually not bad. So statistically, if you're looking forward on your next roll, you have a 1 in 6 chance of rolling a 1. Animosity says if you roll a 1, he can't make a pass. You re-roll it, you might roll a 1 again and just really not be able to make the pass. But think of it this way. Looking backward, if you've already rolled 2 1s and you don't get to make your pass, if instead you had a normal character, those 2 rolls would have been a failed pass and a turnover and the end of your turn. And in this case, instead, he just refuses to pass the ball. it's actually a benefit. Statistically, it's a benefit on the human thrower. It's weird. But yeah, this is a very interesting team. I would almost like to try this team out. Because the humans are pretty good value. You can pick them up. Like this Renegade Dark Elf is fantastic. I would love to do that with a mutation, right? But you only get one of them. So this team would be really good if you could get like 2 or 3 of these guys. But generically, you'd probably take the thrower, the elf, the orc. I think you can get a rat ogre on this one because everything is so cheap. And then we'll just bring it up to 11 with lineman. Get a reroll, some fan factor. Oh, look, we still got tons of money in the bank. We can get another reroll. And that's even with buying a big guy. And then if we wanted to, we could just go with 4 fan factor and get it. Wow. Wow. Okay, so you get a thrower, you get a dark elf to catch it, you get a bunch of linemen to fill it up, you get a big guy. And this particular team, you can actually get 3 big guys. And on this team, I would recommend, in this case, don't get the ogre. You would get the rat ogre, the minotaur, and the ogre eventually. So you can have 3 big guys on this team, which is pretty interesting. It's an interesting team. I almost would like to try it. Almost. Which then brings me to the last couple teams that I'm going to talk about. In this case, we'll talk about the Elven Union real quick. Elven Union. Yeah, okay. So the elves are like humans, except we've got an extra agility. It's 1 point easier to do all the agility stuff, and agility skills are on the primary. So really, everybody on this entire team, when you talk about elf team, every single player on the elf team is now a potential ball carrier. The actual catchers have catch nerves of steel. They're 100,000. They get 8 movement, but this armor value of 8, man, I can't live with this armor value of 8, right? It's so awful. The difference between 8 and 9 is such a huge deal. So to play these elves, man, I don't know. I can't bring myself to want to play that. Which brings me to the Dark Elves, right? The Dark Elves are basically the same as the Elves, same stat line, but they get an extra armor value, and they cost an extra 10,000. So if you want to play an agility team, the Dark Elves are really as good as the Elves, with better armor. This is how I made a starting team for Dark Elves. We did 1 assassin, 2 blitzers, and 7 linemen. Now eventually we'll buy 2 witch elves, buy the other 2 blitzers, probably buy the 2nd assassin. Some of these linemen will probably die over time. It's okay. That's how we'll start out. So I actually started playing a Dark Elf team on the ladder. I played this team on the ladder, and I got 3 wins, 2 ties, and no losses. And I was doing really well with the team, and I liked it, and I was playing through it, and it was fun. And then I thought, well, I'll just try a different team. And I swapped out the team, and now that I swapped out the team, it looks like I can't put that team back on the ladder ever again. So once you pick a team for the ladder, you're stuck. You're stuck playing that team for forever, I guess. So what I've got to figure out is if I'm going to play orcs or dark elves. I think I'll probably play the Dark Elves. Just to go over the last of the teams. Skaven, they're faster than most other teams, but their armor is that 8+. It's really bad. Black Orcs get 6 players at 4 strength, but the rest of their team is goblins. So they can buy a big guy, 6 Black Orcs, and then the rest has to be goblins. And I tried playing this team, and it's pretty awful. The Old World Alliance is basically like a human team. And the Imperial Nobility is also like a human team with some different skills on the players. I looked at the Imperial Nobility. Again, it's another team I look at and I go, their linemen have 8+ armor, and it's just hard for me to justify wanting to play that. The Renegades we talked about, Skaven. Dwarves. Dwarves are probably in a very long game, like the ladder. Dwarves are probably top 3. I would say top 3 are going to be Dwarf, the Chaos Renegades, and the Chaos Chosen. Just because of the mutation, these teams become really strong, and the Dwarves are really incredible. The Dwarf players, just to go through that real quick, if you were looking at a Dwarf team, their basic blockers are down to 4 movement. Again, 3 strength, 4 agility, passing. That's normal. 10 armor, tackle, block, thick skull. They lose their movement, but they have 10 armor, which is fantastic. And they come with 3 skills. And again, when you look at the value of this player compared to the value of a human, 6, 3, 4, 5, 9. So they're 2 strength less, but more armor and 3 skills, and they only cost 20,000 more than a human lineman. It's ridiculous. These guys are so underpriced, it's crazy. And they have strength as a primary skill as well as general. So Dwarven blockers, probably the most stat and skill efficient purchase you can make in the game. Death Roller, most broken big guy in the game by far. A lot of people bring him in and play him, and he's got 7 strength, so they use it as a blitzer. What you do with this is you bring it in and you use it as a foul, and you just constantly foul with your Death Roller. It's a secret weapon. It's going to get thrown off the field anyway after a while, but it's a dirty player +2. So you just run people over with this thing and foul the heck out of them. It's just ridiculous. It's such a ridiculous thing. So playing against dwarves is very frustrating. Playing as the dwarves, it takes forever, right? So these guys can foul people. They can do a lot of stuff. What they can't do is score points. They really struggle to score points. So you play against dwarves, and basically you sit there, or you play as dwarves. What you have to do, if you're a dwarf, you have to let the other team score as fast as you possibly can. So if they're a Skaven team and they want to score in 2 turns, you just let them. Then you take the ball, and you take 6 more turns, and you walk it down the field, and then you walk it in right at the end of the half. Then you get the ball, and you just sit on the ball for 8 turns, and you score at the end of the second half. So 2 touchdowns is about the most you'll reasonably get out of the dwarf team, but you can hide the ball behind a wall of dwarves and foul them with your Death Roller, and yeah, it's pretty silly. You could grab a Troll Slayer, a bunch of dwarf linemen. You got to get a runner for the agility, right? Because a lot of these guys don't have the agility to pick up the ball. The blitzers do and the runners do. Maybe we take 2 blitzers and see what that gets us. Okay. So we got 35,000 left. Is that enough to get a second Troll Slayer? So we could do 2 Troll Slayers, 2 Blitzers, and the rest linemen. Don't really need an Apothecary. The whole team's 10 armor. Grab 2 rerolls and dedicated fans. We can't, because the basic troops are so expensive, even if we dropped both Troll Slayers, it'd be hard to get that 3rd reroll in there. If you dropped both of those, yeah, you could get it. You could get it. But I think I'd rather start out with the Troll Slayers. These guys are good at pushing people off the pitch, so you want that. So they're super slow to skill up. They take a really long time to skill up, but in the grand scheme of things, in a very, very long game, keeping your characters alive is the key. And characters with a lot of skills win. And these characters all start out with just a look at this. The skill lines are already full on these guys. 3 skills, 2 skills, 2 skills, 4 skills on the Troll Slayer. So, yeah, you don't get movement, but you just get a ridiculous amount of statistically best amount of stats and skills that you can purchase for your initial million on this dwarf team. So if I wanted to win the ladder, if you said, yeah, I want to win, probably play dwarves. Or the chaos, right? Because the chaos are what kill the dwarves. It's paper, rock, scissors. So if you go up against a dwarf team and you got a bunch of claws on your chaos team, you shred through the dwarves. That's pretty easy. 8 watching and 8 likes. Hey, Storm Pooper comes in with a sticker. Hey, thanks, man. Sonam says heyo again. All right, well, what do you guys think? You want to play some Blood Bowl? What team do you want to see me play first for the people that are here? What do you think? I think I'm going to end up playing the Dark Elves. I think that's what I want to play, is the Dark Elves. Again, they're not one of the best teams, but I don't know. I like the agility, and I don't mind, playing a team that takes a little more skill and is not quite as straightforward. All right. Almost want to try the Orc team. Almost want to try the Orcs. See if we can get something done with them. All right. I think what I'm going to do, just for fun, I think I'm going to play a game with the Chaos Renegades. Nah, I don't know. I don't know. If you're going to play 9 armor, I want the agility of the Dark Elves. I feel like you either have to play a team with 10 armor on a lot of the guys, or you just have to, yeah, I don't know, man. That armor makes such a difference. Keeping your players on the field is such a big deal. But having humans get access to mutations is just intriguing to me. Human linemen with mutations. Chaos. Playing the Dark Elves, the downside of the Dark Elves is you really don't get a high strength character. So not having 4 strength characters against teams like the dwarves don't have problems with high strength characters because they have guard. And for people who don't play, I mean, you won't know what all that means, but dwarves have a tool to get around high strength, whereas the Dark Elves really don't. Storm Pooper says, I'm lost. Anything's fine. All right. Well, what should we do? Let's take a look at these orcs. Orcs are a bit like dwarves. They take a while to skill up. Once they skill up, they're pretty fantastic, and they all have 10 armor. Orcs are good. Chaos is good. Too much good stuff in this game. Alright. I think we're just going to play some Dark Elves. Let's go to the home page. Register our Dark Elves. Okay. Then we'll look for an opponent and we'll start playing. All right. 2 blitzers, 1 assassin, a bunch of linemen. And we'll look after our first game or two, we'll look to try to upgrade, get a witch elf in there somewhere. Once we get 1 witch elf on the field, we'll look to maybe get a couple more rerolls, get another witch elf. We'll see how it all plays out. Sonam says, go for chaos. I used to paint some chaos space marines back in the day. See, this player didn't buy fan factor. Yikes. All right, I have 100,000. He has a bunch more. I almost said galactic power. Lol. He has a bunch more team value than I do, so I'm fighting up here, guys. We're punching up. We'll receive the ball first. All right. Oh, he got, I'm sorry, he got the pick. We're kicking off first. All right, so here we've got a team that's just, we're going to play that layer second row back. We'll sacrifice some linemen. And then we'll try to work our way in. So he's playing the nobility. Some of these guys are pretty annoying. Let's see. These guys all have fend. So fend stops you from following up after you hit them. There's a stand firm as a bodyguard. He's got several bodyguards. Stand firm skills. When you get pushed back, you don't actually get pushed back. You just stand there. So he'll put the stand firm guys in the front line here. Yeah, there we go. Split some good guys out to the wide sides. Okay. And like we were talking about, he feels like he's on offense. He's got at least as much strength as me, so he's loading up on the offensive line. So we just choose a square, we kick off. It goes way out. We needed to have given the ball to the guy back here. Solid defense. We can place things in a different location. Okay. We could take this guy and move him over here, for example. That's pretty much all we can do. One guy we got to move. Fantastic. All right, so now we're playing football. So he'll block here, for example. You'll see marked come up when these guys start to attack, and that'll indicate that this guy is assisting him. So he has 3 strength, and then for a 1 assist, he'll get 4 strength against me, so he'll get 2 dice. Do the same thing on the other side, then he'll get the big guy in the middle. Everybody on his team gets to act, and then his turn is over. timing on the game, you get 2-minute turns. You've also got a bank of time up here, 7 minutes and 30 seconds. So your turns can run over, but if you run over by a lot for a lot of turns, you run out of time. And then if you're out of this bank, when your turn is over, it's really over. First guy he knocked down, broke my armor, stunned me. This is a player down die. So if he got 2 of those, he would knock himself over. The other die is an arrow, is a push. So he pushes me. He selects that die, pushes my guy out of the way. Now he's looking for 3 dice on this guy, I guess. It's weird. So now he's building a cage around the ball. 3 pushes. Alright. So he's going to super push me. Boof. Alright, not great for him. A bunch of pushes and no knockdowns. Alright, this guy's running through. He's probably going to try to pass the ball over to him. Oh, he's trying to get my assassin. He's afraid of him. Knocks down my assassin. Okay, doesn't break my armor. That's good. Runs back away. Interesting. All right. So far, nobody's going to pick up the ball. Nobody's picking that ball up. There we go. All right. Picks up on a 3+, no problem. Passes it. Catches it. Moves the ball. Moving the ball down the field, or across the field, I guess as the case may be. Put some characters around it to protect it. All right, now, so what he's done by doing what he did, he took a bunch of his characters and put them around the ball, and basically he's taken them out of play. Of course, if we don't deal with them, then they'll score, and we'll lose the game. And that's not what we want. But while he has them otherwise occupied, it means that we can actually try to do something interesting on defense, right? So the first things we'll have to do, we'll have to stop him from okay, he's going to fend. Stand up. Send a guy across over here. Again, we're just going to reestablish our line. Make sure that he doesn't have players available where he can just run down the field and score. I'm going to plug things up for him a little bit. But we're not desperate to get to the ball, right? We're not desperate to get back there to the ball. He can run guys around. That's fine. We're going to walk away from his big guy and just put this guy in the backfield to react to the next play. And that's it. I didn't even knock anybody down, so I'm done. Pass our turn. He's only got a couple guys in tackle zones, so he's got to re-engage with me. Kind of playing a little game of cat and mouse here. And if he puts a bunch of players in tackle zones with me, then I'll tie him up, and then I'll go after the ball. But that means also that he's tied up. Okay, so he's committing a bunch of guys over to this side. Here comes the ball carrier. Wow, he's going for it. He's bringing everybody. We've got decent speed, though. We won't have any problem rerouting over to here. Oh, he's trying to dodge with his big guy. That's an accidental click. No, let him. Maybe I should have shadowed him. Okay, so he breaks through my line. This game looks interesting. I'm not a sports guy, but I like Warhammer and tactical stuff. Maybe I should grab it. Yeah. Yeah, it's not really a sports game. It's really a miniatures game. A mini game. Okay. Let's see. He's got one more guy over here. Two more guys over here. Dodges out, runs across, moving the play over to the other side of the field. We, stunned again. Stunned again. Unfortunate. So he's fouling my dudes. All right. Let us see. This we can start off with. See what I can get here. Knock him back. He fends me. It's fine. I am offended. Offended. Let's go over here. See if I can knock this guy out of the way. Hey, looks like I'll finally get a good result. Okay. Then, so I'll come in here. We'll start committing to something. Okay. These guys are going to come around the backside here. We're going to engage his guys and make him dodge a lot. Then we're going to bring this guy down here. And then we're going to actually do something completely ridiculous. We're going to bring the assassin. Yeah, we're just going to set the assassin here. Done. Box him in. Just going to box him in. Putting these guys in my tackle zones means the foul is less likely to do damage to me. You get a bonus on the armor break for every unattended character. So just getting some of these guys in tackle zones to make sure that they can't foul one of my guys and kill him. Or at least make it more difficult. Alright, so he's pairing up over here on my guy. Try to knock him away. Most likely we'll be successful at that. Nope, doubling up over here too. Both down result. And he has to push. If you get pushed off the sidelines, you go into the crowd. The crowd is angry and nasty and beats you up. It's not fun. All right. So he's shown that he wants to use his big guy every turn. So I'm going to try to always make his big guy want to charge or something. And hope that he makes a mistake and, you know, get some bad dice out of it. Okay. Next turn, hopefully we won't have a bunch of stun guys on the field and we can actually stand people back up and do something. Double skulls. There goes his reroll. Okay, that's the only reroll he had, so he rolls that again. It'll be a turn and a turnover for him. Okay, what you want to do with your big guy? Again, I'm not even after the ball carrier. I'm just trying to make him waste time. And now his ball carrier's looking around like, where am I going? If he comes down this way, I can collapse on him from my side. If he stays here, I can come at him from the back side. So we're slowly trying to get it to our advantage where we can see the ball carrier. Get something done. Okay, he's going to back up a little bit. This guy would have to dodge. Oh, he goes back in. Oh, that's interesting. That's intriguing. Intriguing. All right. So he's going down too. Almost broke his armor, not quite. Like I said in the beginning, you wait till the very end with those big guys, and then would I want to? Would I? I've got to cut. So I'll get an assist here and try to get myself out of the corner. And by doing so, push his ball carrier back. Oh no, I can't because he's got stand firm. Nicely done, opponent. Okay, so that's a bit of a bummer. This guy is a nobody. Yeah, I'm going to end up losing that guy if I can't protect him. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Let's bring this guy over. Keep things simple. Try to get a knockdown over here. That'll work. Take that. Fends me off. This is Sparta. Can't get an assist on any of this stuff. So there are a couple things I can do here. I think what I'm going to do is just plug up the ball like this. And then I'm going to use my... You get one blitz per turn where you can charge. So I'm going to try to use my one blitz here. That's unfortunate. That's both down. It's my last result. I got 3 rerolls. Let's try it. Oop, same thing. All right, not ideal. Okay, we got a player going off the field, which is going to stink for us. His fend is starting to come in handy. I've got most of his guys marked, though, so he's going to have to figure out some way to get +1 on this guy. I don't see the guard skill on any of his characters, so it won't be easy for him to get that. Okay, you're gonna knock me out from the ball carrier. With the ball carrier. Interesting. So that's the ball carrier's turn then. All right. Alrighty. He's for sure going to go after that assassin. He hates that guy. Alright, busting out my other guy. Now he's got, ooh, serious injury. Ew. Look at this. He's unconscious, man. He's out of the game for good. Done for. He'll miss the next game. And +1 to all future casualties. On my blitzer. It's on one of my good guys, too. Yikes. Not starting out great with this team. Okay. Knocks me down. How does he get advantage over there? Oh, because this guy in the middle. I got you. Big guy's dumb. Alright, we can do something interesting here if we want to. Which we might. Which we might. Stand up here. Stand up here. Stand up here. Plug this up. Okay, and then he can come over here. Oh man. Can't even dodge. Fail dodge. Yeah, that's it. I tried something clever and now he's just going to run out and get a touchdown. Not much we can do about that. At this point, what I was going to do is run all my guys over here around his ogre, and I was going to try to foul his ogre and get him out of the game, get him injured. But that's not going to happen now. Okay. He's going super slow, so he wants to run out the clock and score. Like, he'll wait till turn 8 to score. I can tell by the way this guy's playing. He's an experienced player. So he's not going to score until very end. KO'd. Man, we are getting wrecked. All right. We got a reversal on that one at least. Stand up here. Try to knock him over. Get it. No armor break. This guy can be knocked over. This guy can be knocked over. Oh man. Using up all of our rerolls on garbage. Fends me off. Come back from the other way. I need to select the guy there, stand him up. Whatever. He's fending me off all different directions. Let's use our blitz to stab this guy. All right. We haven't used our blitz already yet, have we? So if we blitz, stand up, stab him. All right, got him. Just stunned him, but it's at least something. All right, come over here and foul. Why not? Okay, you don't want to foul? There we go. Double ones, failure. I get kicked out of the game. Oh, man. Brutal. Brutal. 4 guys out of the game already. All right. Is this a new Swiggle game mode? Nope, this is Blood Bowl. Just hanging out playing some Dark Elf. I guess I need to be a lot more conservative in the opening drive, right? Just hold on to my guys, chill out. Play back a little bit. Yeah, I think the mistake I made early was trying to engage with him out on the edges and stuff when I could have just, you know, kind of forced him to come to me. That would have been better. We'll disengage as much as I can. His fend skill has been pretty interesting. All right. Oh, big guy's knocking me down. Probably another injury here. Die. Oh. Another KO. Yeah. We're just going to let him have this one. 7 players off the field at this point. There's no way I'm coming back from that. All right, let's get that quit out of the whole game for some reason, so I got to restart the game. We'll try a different team. See if I can get it going again. Okay. Okay, so if I'm going to play Dark Elves, I have to be more conservative. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the game. I gotta figure out the game here because it's completely blank now. I don't know what's going on. Try again. All right. I think I may try that. So did this? Yeah. Okay. All right. So we can register a different team. So let's. Let's see what we can do here. Chaos, dwarves, orcs. I'm just trying to think if I played the game, if I actually stay on the ladder for a long time. I know that the chaos get ridiculous. I know that dwarves get ridiculous eventually. I've never played an orc team long term. So I don't know on orcs how they look. And I am intrigued by this team. I hate the 9+ armor on all the guys. Because I wish this team could have 10 armor somehow. But having all your linemen have access to mutations is interesting. It's intriguing. I think I want some 4 strength guys though. Let's try an orc team. Let's try an orc team. Let's look at the formation. Okay, so I already. Is this the one I already built? Okay. Huh. Okay, so I've got my formations already set up on this team. We can rename our players if we like the team. What do we want for an emblem here? Something dwarvish. Let's do something dwarvish. Dwarvish orcs. There we go. There's dwarf icons. Killer dwarf. Let's do that. I like ridiculous color schemes. Pink is good. Green goes well with pink, right? Green. Lighter green? There we go. Pink and green and white pants. Purple pants. There we go. This is a good looking orc there. Dots. Flowers. It's looking good. That's a good looking orc right there. Alright. Yeah, you know what? You guys are right. The flowers ain't great. Stripey. Zigzaggy? Stars? That's good. All right. So let us try this orc team instead. Messing around here. All right, we'll try again. See what we can accomplish. waiting for a team. So what do you guys think so far? Interested in Blood Bowl at all? Sonam, you said you used to play Chaos Space Marines. I played Tyranids in 40K. Pretty good Tyranids. I have a lot of Tyranids. I have a lot. Yeah. It was fun. Tabletop games, though, are pretty tough to pull off, especially when you can do like this kind of a tabletop game. You just instead log into a computer and wait for somebody to show up. When you're all done playing, there's no cleanup or downtime or anything else. You just walk away and go home, you know? Or you're already at home in this case. Yeah, it's hard for paper, pencil, board games, that kind of stuff to keep making it in the current environment. It's too convenient to make everything digital. Orcs are taking a while to get a match. Nobody wants to play against pink orcs. Definitely a terrifying idea. Wow. Doesn't make for exciting content, does it? Could play some Swigo while I'm waiting. That's what I would normally do. Get on over here and start. Does that show up on my screen? Yeah, it does. That's funny. So we can go in here and play some Conquest while we're waiting. Get some of those. You know what? I think I still have smuggler objective here at the end. Don't I? Did I already get that one? Yeah, we got that one already. Oh, we got game time, boys. Alright. Skip the Swigo. Mighty Morphin Marauders. Mighty Murphin Marauders? Did I read that right? Mighty Murphin Power Rangers. Can you show me them on the Discord server? Man, I've got a couple pictures somewhere of my Tyranids, but yeah, most of them are packed away kind of in rather permanent packing that I use to pack them when I move, so I don't really want to take them out. Let me see. I should have a few pictures that I could post over there. I think I've got like one of my custom Hive Tyrants and one of my custom Carnifexes that I could probably show you. I think I got some pics of those. Mighty Morphin Marauders. I'm guessing that's going to be a Chaos team. Just guessing. Played by Puppet Justice. Oh, okay. He's playing the 3 Bruiser team. He's playing those Chaos Renegades that I was looking at. So we'll see. We'll get to see firsthand how good those Chaos Renegades look, huh? And he started with 12 players and 2 rerolls. Now, this guy has to have played. This has to be an experienced team. They can't all be 0-star player points. Really? There's 4. So he's played at least 1 game. He's got 12 players. One of them's a goblin. A bunch of these linemen. I guess if you skip your fanfare, I don't know. How does he get 2 rerolls? 2 rerolls and 3 big guys seems like a lot to buy, but I suppose you can make it work. Got the troll and the minotaur and the ogre. Half a year ago I bought some Tau units. I also was going to start a Tau army. I bought some Tau way back in the day when I was playing and painting. I did look at some Tau. So he won the roll and he gave me the choice to go play first. It's just kind of weird. All right, here we go. Oh. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's all of his guys. Something about this seems kind of like non-threatening, but I don't know. If he played a game and the only player he has that has star player points is one guy with 4, it means he lost. Okay. So these are our linemen, right? We throw away the linemen, we don't care. We got a couple blitzers up here. We'll bring the blitzers back a bit. All right, let's go. Opponent is kicking the ball and he gets a blitz action. Which means he gets to play 4 characters before I even get to go. I hope that he decides to move them right up and get in my grill. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. Get more players in tackle zones. Mark them up. Alright, pushes my lineman. He keeps on moving. Alright, so we're going to try to use 4 strength to our advantage. We're going to mark up a bunch of his guys. And then take a bunch of high-risk hits. A bunch of high-risk swings. Alright, there he goes. He's done. Moving in. Moving in here. Sure. He'll come in. Same thing over here. Use the big guys. And then this guy, what are we going to do with this guy? Okay, he'll fade back and get the ball. He's going to come up here somewhere. He will... Oh boy. Let's just mark him out for right now. We can take a swing at him. Try to pick up the ball first, see if we can do that. Alright, we can. So this guy will just go and plug things up. And we'll take one hit. All right, look at that, stunned. Not an injury, but I'll take it. 5 seconds over, guys. 2 minutes and 5 seconds for that turn. All right. Let's hope that he goes all in on those big guys and starts throwing away dice. That would be fantastic. Can't really dodge that well, but we'll try to isolate his guys in the middle zones there. The 4 strength guys, it's pretty hard for a 3 strength character to get enough assists. So if he wants to knock down one of my big guys, he's going to have to spend some extra effort to bring somebody over to do that. Alright, knocking down orcs. That 10 armor value kicking in there. Alright, more getting knocked down. Disposable lineman, don't even care if he dies. Of course, I don't really want him to die, but... Alright, does this guy not have Mighty Blow? Oh, I didn't see use of the Mighty Blow anywhere. Oh, his third big guy goes off without a hitch. Comes over to push my work. Push him again. Okay. Wait, how's he getting enough assists? Does this guy have a guard somehow? Oh, that's my, never mind, that's my blitzer. That's the blitzer. All right. Push me. Oh, he's going for it. He gets lucky. Gets a down dice. Rolling a single dice. Risky. He rolls a single dice again over here. No problems. Getting all kinds of good results. He'll probably roll a single dice and knock this guy down too. Why not? Seems like what's in the cards for me. Oh, he's going to get 2 dice. Yep. Man. It's rough. Losing all my guys on the orc team. Okay. He'll stand up. And I'll just start off here. See, look at this. He gets every good result. I get garbage. Instantly. Instantly have to reroll. Fantastic. All right. Stand up, buddy. Stand up. Stand up. You can do it. All right. We can come over here and try to knock down the big guy. That might be fun. Sure, why not? Sit down, ogre. All right. And this guy, where can we get the ball to? The ball here. And this guy's gonna roll a 1. Of course he's gonna roll a 1. Oh, he didn't. Hey! First time for everything. All right. Worked our way out of a corner there a little bit. All right, no problems getting his big guys to function. No misses on the big guys at all. No block dice misrolls. No loners, stupids, nothing. Nothing. He's good. He's solid. Man, when I play those big guys, every time roll a 1. The grid system and turn-based strategy is giving me Final Fantasy Tactics flashbacks. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I suppose it's good if you like it. He's going to charge at this guy just to knock him out of bounds. It's pretty impressive. All right, what happens? Badly hurt? Good God. It's a good thing. It was one of my favorite PlayStation 1 games growing up. Nice. That's cool. Okay. This guy is just rolling single dice. Never gets a down result for himself. It's fantastic. Like, this guy's statistics so far this game are just absolutely fantastic. Finally, he's going to re-roll it and get a knockdown. Oh, he's actually going to take it. Okay. Interesting. All right. We'll stand back up. Stand him back up. Let's see. All of this is going to be pretty bad. Yeah, we got one lone guy that can make a good block over here somewhere, right? Double kill myself instantly. That's just awesome. All right, let's get in here. Knock down a lineman. Get myself on this troll. Knock down a troll. Or at least push him back. Sure, we'll follow up. Why not? Okay. This is just a regular lineman, right? He'll go over here. This guy will try to kill himself. And he does! Look at that. Kills himself. No problem. And injures himself. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, we need our opponent to get a fumble play somewhere. We need to get some bad block dice or a miss on one of his big guys or something. Some small thing to help us. We're out of rerolls for the half. Can't move the ball. Got trolls on our face. Okay, no problem. KO'd. Fantastic. All right. What's he trying to do here? Getting in on the ball carrier on two sides. Blitzing the ball carrier. All right. Lose the ball. Injury. No problem. This is crazy. All right. Hard to narrate this game. There's periods of time where there doesn't seem like there's much to talk about. That's 3 guys down for the rest of the battle. This is a complete loss too. This is a complete loss. Good gravy. There is nothing I can do to bring this back. It's done. This game's done too. I don't think there's any reason for me to stay to the end. Wow, I'm getting smoked, guys. Like I said, I did great, 5 matches in a row, and then come in here to play and just get absolutely annihilated on stream. I feel like I'm doing something fundamentally wrong. I don't know what that is. So you say the game is fun? Yeah, it is fun. I like it. We're gonna get something here, guys. I'm just gonna keep messing around with it. Got to get it restarted here. When it goes to restart, for some reason, I log into that initial opening screen, and it shows blank. So I have to figure out what's going on there with that. Okay. What's going on here? This is frustrating, guys. I think we got it now, though. I think it's going to be okay. Streamer RNG. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind RNG, but when you lose like 5 of your players out of 11 off the field that early, I mean, there's no coming back from that. Absolutely no coming back from that. All right. So we need to build a team. We could... So let's go into Chaos Renegades and take a look at that. So I don't think I haven't played a game with this yet. So if we trash a player, we should get the money back, right? So, okay, so 100,000 there. Yeah, I see how he did it. Yeah, he got all 3 of the big guys and then just took the rest as linemen. Interesting. Interesting. What's in the shop? Effects for your characters. You can buy different heads, shoulders, right arms. Barbie doll stuff. Nothing we're going to be interested in. All right. Let's make a new team for real. I want to stick with the Dark Elves. Let's stick with the Dark Elves. And let's try something here. So if I went with 1 Blitzer, 1 Witch Elf, a bunch of linemen, a couple rerolls, fans, that's all I get. Okay. Alright, we're going to play through the first game no matter what. No matter how bad it gets, we're gonna finish out the first game, take a look at it, see what we can do. So what color elves do we want here? Green? Some other color green? And yellow. That's looking pretty hot. What does the witch elf look like? I don't like that. Let's go with green for the last color too here. What green did I have picked? That. Warpstone glow. All right, green and yellow it is. Formation. Linemen everywhere. And we will put 1 and 2. Like that. For offense, save that. Go to defense. We'll do 1 and 2 in here. Same kind of a thing. See what we can get. All right, let's try again with dark elves. Okay, there they are. Register them. See if we can get a team. All right, no blocks, lots of agility, ball handling. See what we get done. The role of the RNGesus will smile upon you soon. 60,000. Chaos team with four. Yeah, it's the team. It's that team. And they're experienced. You get a couple players with skills. All right. Let's see where he puts his big guys. He's kicking it to me first. Interesting. Goes on defense first. So he's doing the wedge. All right. Let's set it up. Let's run it. Okay, we can move 1 square any direction 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 6. We get 6 moves. Look at that. Okay, so let's mark here. Use the blitzer on him. And with that not even knocking him down, then I think we're just gonna have to do something different here. Let's try to knock down one of his big guys. Oop. Stick this in here. Get him. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. Oh man. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh man. Now watch when he rolls. He's gonna roll right here. No problem. He'll get a knockdown. I'm starting to starting to fear the worst already. All right, let's see. Let's see how bad it is. At least we got him stunned so he's not right back up right away. The ball's far enough back, they're not going to get to the ball, so didn't lose anything there. That's that free one strength I was telling you about, so he just charges in. Just gets the extra strength. The good thing is if he runs enough of his guys over this way, I'll just change the play to the other side of the field. Yeah, see, he's got no problem getting good rolls. Man, I burned a reroll and got garbage. Brutal. All right. Let's go. Foul me. Out of the game already. At least he got a guy kicked out to go with the guy that I got kicked out. That's not so bad. But that does mean that I have to try to knock this guy away. Oof. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be able to foul this guy. All right, let's stand up. Let's stand up. Why won't you dodge? Wow, this thing is like giving me heart attacks here. Dodge out of there. Pick up the ball. We will go this direction-ish for now. We'll have him come back here. We'll have him foul. She'll go roll garbage, push, roll double skulls. Oh, hey, we actually got a knockdown. Look at that. Something. Okay. Let's use him to foul. At least get our foul in for the turn. Nothing. Have this guy come over here. Fall on his head. Injure himself. Nope. Alright. Oof. Too much work for a couple knockdowns, and now I'm spread out all over the field again. I need to just consolidate my guys and not let him get free tackles. At least that's what I was trying to do. Injury? Oh yeah, of course. Man, gotta quit. Your opponents are streaming how to beat DL in Blood Bowl. Yeah, they're definitely streaming something. They're streaming how to get good dice. That's what they're streaming. I'm streaming how to get. Oh hey, look, he finally got a bad roll. All right. Get the player permanently down here. He'll foul over here, I'm sure. Oh, he's coming after the ball carrier. Interesting. He didn't burn a reroll on that. He's satisfied. All right, here we go. Losing the game right here. Oh, got him. Okay. Can bring him over here. We can single dice and pray. Okay. Single dice again if I want to swing for it. I really don't though. Let's try a dodge. Stand up here. And we'll position this guy like he wants to go catch the ball or something. And that'll probably inspire my opponent to go slaughter him. But okay. These things will happen from time to time. Let's block the front entrance to my ball carrier a little better. And then I think he's gonna run all the way. Oh, good lord. Never mind. Alright, we'll just keep making a line down the side of the field. We'll let them re-engage. Try to run the ball behind it. Hope he doesn't kill my witch elf while I'm not looking. All right. Come on, 4 strength guys. Fail some rolls somewhere. All right. All right. Yep, no problems. Gets his guy out in the way. Okay, we got to try something clever here if we want to make it. Let's see if we can get a touchdown. Oh man, here comes my witch elf killer. No, get out of the game. Kick him out. You're out of here, buddy. Okay, let's try something fancy. We have a blitzer somewhere. Or is that the guy that got killed? Where's our guy with block? We have a guy with blocks. Oh, there he is. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, you can stand up. You can stand up. You can stand up. Okay. How do I get this guy out of here? A little bit of prayer, I guess, never hurt. That's so risky. 33% chance, and I only have 1 reroll left. I need him out of there, though. I really need him out of there. Okay. Yeah, that's it. We're just gonna pray on this one die. Hope that we can get something. Okay, he's gonna pass to him. Okay. Catch. Run down there, hand it off. Any bad luck and we're done. All right, touchdown. 3 points in the book. Or 3-star player points. Not 3 points on the board. All right. Make some check marks here. Let's go. That's good to see that you can't win them all, but let's get this one and get into the league. Just got a Stream Deck so PC games preferably. I've never played anything Warhammer. What would you recommend to begin with? This game, is good. You could play like the Tacticus game. That's kind of like a mobile game. If you like card games, there's a few Warhammer card games out there. Yeah, I don't know. If you've never played the tabletop and you're not interested in the tabletop kind of games, then everything for Warhammer is just going to be, 40K or Warhammer, but basically, based on a whole bunch of mythos that you've never played. So. Okay. All right. He got an extra reroll from that. Oh, double skulls. Hey, look at that. We finally got some good statistics. Hey. Okay. We got a blitzer here. We got a witch elf over there. Let's see if we can get a knockdown here. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. One small, tiny opening that we got there. Slam the window shut right on my fingers. Double skulls. Yeah, he's not rolling any bad ones this time, though. No worries. No worries, he's got this. All right, what do we got? Line. Oh, he got double skulls again. At least he burned through both of his rerolls now. Injury, 100%. No doubt about it. I gotta get another hat. All right, let's get some witch elf action going on here. Get him to pick. Oh, what are you doing? Using his horns. Oh, he goes down. Okay, let's go here. Let's get these guys up. They'll probably just get knocked down again, but that's the way things go. You can come over here. Witch elf can get a couple hits. Bang. KO'd. Get off the field for now. This guy, randomly run down to here. Plug up that side of the field. Try to dodge, get over here. This guy will try to get this lineman out of here. Stay put. Sit down. We better just stick together a little bit. feel like I should have more players. There's only 2 more. This guy's down. Can't get to the ball, but we're threatening. We're threatening like we're gonna go for the ball. All right, he's bringing the big guys over. Doing exactly what you'd expect him to do. If he doesn't block in this side, though, I'm just going to take off running. Dodge everywhere. Oh, he's coming down the field. He thinks he's going to make a pass or something, I guess. Blocking off the ball. Coming down with a blitz. Defender stumbles, knocking me over. No injury, no injury. Come on. All right. Be okay. He's bringing his guys way too far down the field. This could actually be something good for me. He's got 2 more turns after this one to score. Blocking up my witch elf though, which I don't care for so much. I was hoping to use her for something good and groovy and awesome. Picking up the ball, gonna throw a pass, gonna throw the ball on the ground. Okay. All right. Let's make him pay for his insolence if we can. Make him pay for his insulin? So we need a guy to score, but we've got these 3 characters here that can do something. Where's my guy with block? He doesn't look any different than any of the other characters, so I always lose him. Okay, he's dead over here laying on the ground. That's why I can't find him. All right. So we've got a series of bad choices here. Series of bad choices. I think I just go pick up the ball, try to make things harder for him. This character is going to come plug things up. Because I can. This character is going to come mark him. I got to roll. Ooh, boy. Got it. All right. Cool. This guy's going to come down here. That guy, unfortunately, has to sacrifice his life and stay right there. Maybe not. Maybe I can make a fence here. You know what we're going to do? We're going to come over here, and then the witch elf's going to try to get a hit. No rerolls. Oh, got him stunned though. Ugh. Alright. I want to motivate this guy to move so that he can stand up and get out of there. He's just crouching on me so I can't get off the sidelines. Alright. Now he piles him out of the way. Now he can charge down. Man, another KO. Try to get the ball back. fine and dandy. All right. So this guy picks up the ball if he gets lucky. Hands it back to him. Oh, good Lord. What's wrong? I didn't declare a handoff or something? I can't give the ball away? Okay, I must have to declare that as an action when I... Okay. Alright, something for the future. Didn't know that was the case. Oh boy. Alright, well, that's what it is. Okay, so if I go to pick up the ball, I actually have to declare a pass action before I pick up the ball, I guess. Or a handoff action or something, even though I don't have the ball. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. All right, going down. Maybe this guy will catch the ball. See if I can get lucky. Nope. He's got a tackle zone on the ball, though, and he's used up his one blitz for the turn, so maybe he can't pick up the ball from that square. He's got no reroll, so if any of it goes wrong. Is this golf? It's close to golf. All right. He missed it. Turnover. Second half. I could have got a touchdown there, guys, but it I didn't understand the mechanics of the thing. Yeah, so like you can get the wheel on your character. I have to figure it out. Because I should have been able to pick that ball up and pass it to my guy. Just kind of kick it out here in the middle. If you get the kick skill, you can control where the kick goes a lot better. So I like one of my early skills to be a kick skill. Some open players can be put in a different place. Why would I want to do that? I don't even care. No, I don't need people in a different place. Continue. Get out of here. I don't care. I don't want to move anyone. All right, let's see. That right there is why you got to get the block skill as soon as possible on all your characters. When you roll that double block down, that could have been a successful block, but without the block skill, it's just you going on your ear. Oh, he hates the witch elf. Witch elf has jump up though. So the thing about he moved. The thing about witch elf is I can basically stand up for free. It usually takes 3 squares of movement to stand up. Witch elf can stand up for free. It's pretty fantastic. It's an agility roll. Just got to get anything but a 1. Oh, he had to use a reroll again. He's burned 2 rerolls already this turn. Man, he wants to start strong. He's not messing around. Okay, very concerned about hitting all my players. Leaves this guy out in the middle of nowhere. Probably blitz him with the witch elf. See if I can take him out. Brings the ball up a little bit. He'll use these two guys to cover the back of... Well, I guess not. Cover the backside. Gotta cover your backside. All right. Moves up but not into my tackle zone. Okay. So what I'm going to do here, we're just going to back up. Take a dodge, back up the zone. Same thing here. Take a dodge, back up the zone. Come in here with the Witch Elf. Try to get this guy down. Got him. Pow. Okay, no injury there. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, get a good injury roll, boys. Double armor value. And all we got was stunned out of that. Oh my goodness. It's a highway robbery. All right. I was hoping for something. Okay, moving the ball carrier down here. Overconfident. Builds a little cage. And we're going to see what we can do about that. Oh, push. And stays put. Comes over. All right. Wants to taste a little Dark Elf Fury, I guess. Alrighty. So we've got one assist on there. He placed his guys pretty well. Placed his guys pretty well. Okay. Come over here. You can go here. Witch Elf can come over here. Knock this guy away. Stun him. That's nice. Okay. This guy can come over here. This guy can come to the middle, I think. This guy can come to here. This guy can come to here. Yeah, we're going to dodge just this once. We'll go down to one reroll. That's pretty awful. But, yeah, let's do it. Nope. We'll splat this time. Go sliding. And he stuns himself. A number one, guys. A number one. A number one. Alright, we got one lonely elf back there that we can use next turn. Impeding the ball carrier a little bit. Oh, he's coming in on the Witch Elf. Want some of that. Thank you for finishing my line. Nice little line of elves here. I just got to go back the other way. Nope. What are you doing? What's going on here? Horns are so good. I don't mind if he scores. I don't mind if he scores. It'll put me in a position where I then have to score as well to get 2 and to win. But I don't mind. I was going to keep some guys on the field. Knock some of his guys down. There goes the ball carrier. Going to build a cage on the other side. And when he does that, we're going to do our best to knock a bunch of guys down. All right. Single dice. Push. No problem for him. Try a block over here. Course. Of course. Makes perfect sense. Just try to knock some guys out of the way here. Stay put. See if I can get this guy knocked back. Stay put. Okay. How many guys does it take to mark a Chaos Warrior? The answer is 2. Witch Elf can still sneak through there. She's gonna frenzy and follow up and roll 2 dice with their advantage. Oh, she didn't make it. She didn't make it. All right. Oh, she really didn't make it. She's KO'd. She's out. All right, let him score and then we'll get the ball back. He may potentially just hold on to the ball, but if he does, that would be weird because he won't win the game if it's 1-1. All right. He's doing blocks. He's being aggressive about trying to knock my guys over. So if there's, there's a chance that he might fumble this. Get a bad result. It's looking good. That's probably the last one he'll do. He's done his charge already, so see if he scores a touchdown here or if he chooses to sit on the ball. Be interested to see how he plays this. He's gonna sit on it. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Knock this guy out of the way. We'll follow up on that because we can. Can we get to this? Nope. Not easily, anyway. Let's do that first. Badly hurt. Yep. Still got rerolls, that guy. Alright. Still got good stuff. No problem. Serious injury. Can't get to him. I guess he's not going to score. He's just going to sit here knocking my guys down, which is a bit frustrating, but let's see if we can recover from it. All right. Start knocking guys down over there. Well, at least we get a both down result. Of course, my armor gets broken. All right. How do I manage this? That's 4 strength guy, huh? Let's go. Come on, good result, good result. Let's get in here. Oh! Anything but a 1. He rolls a 1. Alright, I'm not much of a threat over here. The only possible threat that I've got is if he comes in and rolls double skulls. No. No double skulls for me. Maybe that'll prompt him to want to... Oh my god. That's all my characters off the field. Look at this. I guess he doesn't want to score. I guess he's literally satisfied to have this game end 1-1, which is weird to me. Why would you want it to end in a draw? That's fine. If that's the way he wants to play it, we'll just run away from everything then. With the proliferation of 1s that I'm rolling, it won't work, but we will try. Alright, so we'll get through the game, get some more money, get some more players. We'll have to have scrubs in the next matchup because I won't have any of my own players left. All right. Okay. We'll just run players around the game. He'll foul my guys and try to get injuries, and that's what we're gonna get. I guess that's what we're gonna do. For a tie game. This is hilarious. right. What you doing, big boy? Running me down, pushing me. Double skulls, come on. Yeah, that. I'll take that. I'll take that. All right. Sure, why not? That's why not. One roll, one fail. Yeah, 1-1, and he's willing to take a concession here, or a tie. That's all right. There was a game called Chaos League back in the days, and I liked it a lot more than Blood Bowl. They should be similar, but the gameplay is so different. All right. All right, let's go. Hey, I got an extra reroll. We'll hit a guy. See if we can get a casualty here real quick. And end with a tie. All right. See how bad my team looks. This guy's got a permanent injury, right? This guy got a permanent injury? No, okay, he's okay. This guy, serious injury. So he's out. We have 80,000. We can hire a new player, but the only new player that we can hire for 80,000 is another lineman. And that is not what we want. So we're just going to go play another game. I'm going to go get a drink. So I will be back shortly. Put up a delay screen here. Eek. Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I'll give myself 3 minutes, and then I'll be back. All right, it didn't take 3 minutes. I'm back. Search for an opponent again. I just got me a big glass of water, and that's That's it. The yellow is too close to the green screen in the background. I love how I can actually make my head invisible using my glass. Pretty fantastic. Depression. Fated. I got one journeyman, look at that. I got a fake player in my team. Sure. The scrub has a skill called Loner that makes me not want to reroll things. Okay, that's interesting. What is that? Okay. Okay. Puts all the orcs back in the middle of the field. Then he decides to move them back exactly one square. Because you never know when that might be appropriate. Here's my loner. Put him up on the line. So these two are the only ones that have star player points. Interesting. All right, let's see what we get. I find it interesting that people are kicking off in the first half because I always want to receive it in the first half. When you're on offense, the last turn of the half will go to your opponent. When you're on defense, the last turn of the half goes to you. And I feel like that's an advantage in the last half. Okay, so I don't exactly know what this formation is, but we're going to go ahead and use the Witch Elf, charge in here, try to pick off an orc. See if we can hit him this way. That at least works. Follow it up. KO'd. Ayo! Alright. Try to knock this guy out. Sure. That'll work. Stay put. Stay in the line. Fine. Alright, this guy. Come up this way. These guys aren't really going to move until we see what these orcs are doing. He'll try to go pick up the ball. Because he's a ball handler, that guy. Let's... I don't know, should we try a foul? Why not, right? See if we can get another orc off the field. Alright, just stunned him. But we'll take it. Alright, end of turn. 10 seconds over. Let's see where he's going to move these orcs. I feel like he's going to try to come in, fill in the line here, and then hit by Witch Elf. Everybody hates the Witch Elf. Everybody hates the witch elf. Look at her. Being all sassy. Got her big fingernails on. Check her out. She's got these, yeah, see the big claws on her fingers? For running people through with that. All right, here he is moving up. Play's going to this side of the field, boys. Probably. Oop. Down I go. He keeps running. He's like, play ain't going to that side of the field. Park an orc out here. This is some funny colors. Got a big purple plume coming out of his head. Alright, like I said, filling in that line. Gonna try hitting my witch elf anytime now. He's staying back out of my tackle zones. It's bizarre. Oh, he didn't hit the witch elf. Interesting, interesting. I guess he's trying to lock her in or something. These guys will come over. This witch elf will hit. Push. I messed up my... Yeah, I get a single die here. It's inconvenient. Knock him down. Okay. And let's see. Let's see. Try to fill in a gap here. And see if we can knock this guy over down here. No coming around from the side, pal. Pushing you to the sidelines. We'll stay there. Use a dodge. Move the ball carrier into this general area. Try to move the play to the other side of the field. Leave the orcs with their slow speed chasing us. Can't block up that hole because I need to get through there. And then I think he wants to foul. Because, you know, foul. No, nothing. Alright, done. It felt like I didn't take that long at all in that turn and it still went over by like 10 seconds. Weird. Goblin's back up. That goblin is free star player points for injuries. Alright, here comes a big guy. Guess I'm gonna have to run away from you again. Everybody's getting back up, coming over to the side of the field. Oh, here we go. Big block coming in. Pushing through. What do we got? Oof. And he stays put. Where's he? What's he planning? What are you up to? Alright. No getting sassy with my witch. Okay. Let's see. Let us see. Block here. Stay put. All right. So that's the start of something good. This Dark Elf lineman come down here. This guy come down here. And this guy is going to try to smash that goblin forever. For all of eternity. Nothing. Oh, it's my blitzer. It is my blitzer. It is my blitzer. Okay. Get him. Nothing. Lame. The swass is lame. Alright. We'll probably fail this and fall down. Nope, we got it. Yay. Okay. Alright. How many dice against me? Okay. We gotta get the witch elf out of there somehow. So it doesn't even matter. As long as I've got one guy there, she's fine. Okay. Form a line. Oof. Let's try it. A whole bunch of not ones. Alright. Right. And he's gonna mark this guy. And then she's gonna hit. Let's do it. Let's see what you got, big boy. Take us both down. Try again. Take it. Alright, there she is. She's off in the middle of nowhere. Trying real hard to get herself killed. Alright, I'll just go over here. Burning up all my extra time. All right. Okay. Of course, no problem. Single dice, takes a chance, gets it. Witch elf goes down. All right. Ooh, come on now. That's not fun. Stays put. Interesting. Okay, turn 4, stand up. Push him out of there. That's the guy with loner. Just try it. Try to get a touchdown. Good. Got it. Okay. Now let's see what he wants to do for his offense. Just got to stop him. We just can't let him score, right? It doesn't matter if we get a score or whatever, we just can't let him score. That's got to be the name of the game. All right, he's just putting all the big guys on the front, which is exactly what I would do on offense, so good enough. Interesting. Making a little setup. Going after that witch elf. Look, she's standing there. Brings all the boys to the yard. Okay, everybody got moved. Never mind. Changing weather. There's weather in the game that gives you penalties and modifiers. It can be thunderstorming out. It can be various things. Sonam says, bedtime for me. Have a great day. See ya. All right. See ya, man. All right. Waiting for the push decision. Blitzing. Okay. Interesting. And he stays put. All right, let's see if we can abuse his trust. Let's see if we can come in with a witch elf, something, knock this guy down, surround him with a million guys, and foul him. Hey, there goes the goblin. Goblin's got the ball. Roy, sounds good. Lineman goes back to defend. He'll stand up. He'll try to knock him down. Let's go. Get him out of here. Nope. 8 on the armor. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do this. We'll do this. And we'll do that. KO'd. Good. Out you go, buddy. And then we'll bring the witch elf back a little bit. Bring this guy back a little bit. And we're not going to let the play go over to the other side of the field for no reason, so... this is my blitzer. What do I want to do with him? I just leave him at the top of the I formation, I guess. Done. Done. Alright. You don't want to play in my tackle zones? We can play that game. Alright. Knock me down. The boof. No armor break. Alright. What's he doing? What's he doing? He's just staging up his guys. Making a big line here that's not attacking. Alright, there's the goblin. Okay, the goblin is surrounded by a bunch of big guys. Okay. What you gonna do with those other orcs? That's what I want to know. Alrighty. So... we can go here. We can go here. We can go here. We can go here. Get him. Okay, nothing there. Stand him up. Make a big line. And foul. That's an 8+. That's not worth a foul. Not even worth the foul. I'll leave him out there so the play don't go the... this is going to stop the play from going the other way. Yeah, that was a mistake. I should have brought him around. Because if he goes to this side, we'll have issues. Still got 2 rerolls left. Feel pretty good about that. He'll spend all of his energy on this cage. I can still bust through right there unless he blocks this guy out, which he won't. Interesting. Interesting. He's committed to this orc cage. Skull. Skull again. Oh no. Then he got stunned. Well, let's try it. Okay. Let's get to move you a bit. Got him stunned too. This is a assist, right? Yeah. Yar. No. Get something better, please. Stay put there. Okay. come in, knock this ball loose. I don't think I'm actually going to get the ball. I just want to have it not be in his hands. Follow. Do you follow me? We don't want to re-roll any of this. Okay. Before I do anything else, this guy's gonna go. Somebody's gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's gonna go there. He's gonna go here. Sure, why not? He's gonna go here, here, here. Okay, now this is the part where I need to do a pass, right? So I do a pass. Oh no, okay, I wanna pick it up, I wanna go over here, and I wanna pass the ball to him. Confirm. Okay. What just happened? What happened? Why can't I do anything? Okay, so you want to pick up the ball, then go to here, and then pass to him, confirm it. Yes, that's what I want to do. Okay, you want to go here, here, pass him. All right. Nice. Somehow, miraculously, all of that worked. End turn. All right, this guy can probably still get there, right? Couldn't block out everybody. You'll have to knock that guy down. Oh, he dodged. He just went for it. It's like straight up dodge, get out of there, push. All right. I still have one reroll. All right, stunned me. Single die. Okay, my blocker guy is down, right? I feel like it's best just to try to score. Oh, come on now. Whew. Reroll for the win. 2-0. Your opponent has conceded. All right. Good. Dedicated fans, new amount 5. Got a lineman that leveled up. All right. Let's see. Let's go to teams. Let's go see what we've got over here. One guy that leveled up after 2 games. Pretty awful. We need to give a kick skill to somebody. So we'll give it to him. And then we'll go into our offensive and defensive formation. And we'll make sure that he is not randomly put where he doesn't need to be. And the defense, then we're going to do this. All right, let's save it. That's probably going to do it for me for now, guys. I got to get some other stuff done. I'm going to have to get off of here, start making Loquitur videos for Swigo. So I'll cash it in there. For those that hang out with me on the stream, cool. Thank you. If it was fun, we can do it again sometime. If you guys didn't think it was that exciting, then yeah, we'll just not do it anymore. Or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. All right, y'all. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Take it easy. Have a good day. And I will see you in my next holocron.